Hello everyone and welcome to Sri Jendra Rank Zone classes. I am your English faculty Amit Ajmani, and in this lecture we will continue the chapter resume writing. In the previous lecture we saw a few samples of as to how the various resumes are written as per chronological order or as per functional format or the combined way. I hope you all must have gone through it and you all are now able to understand how a resume is actually written. Now, in the very first lecture of resume writing, we discussed about cover letters. In this lecture, we'll be discussing in detail about these cover letters. First of all, let us try to understand what exactly a cover letter is. A cover letter is a letter that accompanies the resume and it reflects your knowledge of the employer or trainer as to how much you know about the employer to whom you are giving your resume, where you want to continue working, you want them to hire you. This cover letter you have to accompany with a resume. Now, what exactly is the purpose of a cover letter? The purpose of a cover letter is to introduce you to an organization. It gives your introduction to an organization. This cover letter conveys your interest in the company or a specific vacancy, and this cover letter draws attention to your resume. First of all, any particular prospective employer will go through this cover letter. Once he feels impressed, once he feels that your resume is worth considering, then only he will have a look at your resume. Otherwise, you are gone. And so is your resume, right? So that is why this cover letter becomes very important, because it is a matter of job for you, your whole career, your whole future, right? It all depends on what kind of cover letter and what kind of resume you are providing. And since this letter is often the first contact that you ever have with your prospective employer or trainer, therefore, a very neat, a very concise, to the point, and well written cover letter increases your chances of getting you through to the next step, that is your interview, right? So the whole process works like, first of all, a cover letter. After going through the cover letter, your employer will go through your resume, and once fully satisfied, you will be given a call for an interview. After that interview, when the employer is satisfied talking to you and is convinced of your abilities, only then you will be able to get your desired job. Got it? Now we talked about various types of resume. What were the various formats? Three types we done: chronological, functional, and combined. Similarly, we have got the format of a cover letter that we need to follow. We have already discussed the importance of cover letter. It is as important as a resume. That is why it must be drafted with full care, with full caution. This cover letter must give the recipient a reason to be interested in you. It must explain why you are interested in the position and working in this particular organization. And just relating your interest, the employer will be able to finally decide whether you are eligible for their organization or not, right? Now, when we talk about cover letters or the job applications, obviously they are the type of formal letters. So they will follow a same format as we have done with the formal letters. Let us see the basic outline for the cover letters, how these cover letters are written, just as we have written the formal letters. First of all, we'll be writing the sender's address, that is us, our address. After leaving a space, we will write the date. After leaving the space, we will write the designation or the name of the addressee. Then the address of the addressee, that is the organization that we are just giving our resume to. And after salutation, we will write subject. How to write the subject? We have already discussed in our previous lectures that subject should be initial letter capital and it should convey the whole content of your letter. Then we will start with the content part of our cover letter. The first paragraph deals with the introduction. The main, the lead, the primary sentence should state the position that you are pursuing, you are chasing. And you also need to mention how you learnt about this opportunity or about this particular company. So this will be our introductory first paragraph. After that, we will write the body of our cover letter. And in that body, we will highlight the most relevant skills and experience from your resume you have to mention. Now, this section of the cover letter should contain a detailed description of what exactly are your abilities and what you can offer to the company. What are your skills and how those skills can be beneficial for this company where you are applying. Therefore, we need to make strong associations between our capabilities and the requirements which were mentioned in the job description. As per the eligibility criteria of the company, we need to associate that the kind of capabilities we have, the skills we have, we can be of great assistance in boosting up, in improving the company, right? We need to highlight and explain very clearly how and why our skills and experience make us a suitable candidate for this particular job. We possess all those qualities and skills and experience which makes us suitable for this job. We also have to develop the information in the resume. We don't have to repeat it or expand it unnecessarily. That is why it needs to be very concise, right? We should try to support each and every statement that we are making in this letter with some evidence. We can use various shorter paragraphs rather than one large block of text. It's not that you are just writing a letter and in this body of the letter you are writing one big paragraph or 100 or 120 words. No. We can break it off into several shorter paragraphs and each paragraph highlights one particular specific point that we will see when we'll be discussing about the samples. So not an issue about it. Now, we have to explain why we are interested in the job. We have to convey our awareness. We have to show that we are aware of what exactly the company does. Why we do so? Because we need to make them relate that we have done careful research already. We know about the company's details, we know about the company's profile, we know about the company's business, and after relating each and everything, only then we are applying for a job because we feel that we will have a good opportunity out there. Clear? So all these things will be specified in the body of the letter. After that, we will conclude our point. We will give the conclusion. How? We will conclude our application letter by thanking the employer for considering us for this position. And we need to include information as to how we are going to follow up. When can an interview or face interaction can be fixed? So this is the conclusion part. And after that, we will just write a complimentary clause. Then we will have to sign and we have to write our name in capital letters. This is what exactly the format and content of a cover letter is. Fine. Now, while we are writing a cover letter, we need to remember a few points. What are those points? First of all, we need to use correct format. The format should be correct. The format of a formal letter is what we have to follow. We do not have to repeat the information which is provided in our resume. We have to keep this cover letter short and concise, to the point, accurate. We need to mention as to what post or what course we are applying for. And we have to explain why we are interested in this job or a course or the company and this particular organization, this institution. And we have to draw attention to our suitability for the post, highlighting all those various skills and abilities with which we feel that we deserve this particular job. And we have to lay the groundwork for further contact so that if they are interested, they can contact us. So these are a few points we need to remember while writing a cover letter. Fine. Now let us see a sample in which you will have a better idea of as to what a cover letter is and how it is written. First of all, we have written our self address, right? This is B343, second floor, Indiranagar, Lucknow, UP, right? We can also write the email, otherwise there is no need. The self address in itself is quite sufficient. The space is important. We have to leave a space and then we have to write the date. I hope that you all have attended the sessions in which I taught about the letters, right? And in those letters, I specifically mentioned a few things. One of those things is how to write the date. It should be in the format month, then date, and comma, after that 20XX, right? And the month should always be written in expanded form. If you are writing the date first, then we will not place this comma. Clear? Then again, we will leave a space and we will write the designation and the address of the addressee. We are writing this letter to the HR manager. This is the designation of the person concerned, and this is the address: Air Atlantic 237 Safdarjung Enclave, Delhi. Now, while we are writing these two parts, that is the self address and the addressee and addressee address, you must remember that everything has to be initial alphabet capital. All the words that we are using here, they should be initial alphabet capital in this part of the letter. You should not start any word with initial letter small. Clear? It should be initial alphabet capital, the first alphabet. Then the salutation part: Dear Miss Gurung. After that, we will write our subject. In the subject, we will write application for the post of flight attendant. Now, this is our body of the letter, starting with the introduction part, the first paragraph. In this paragraph, if you remember, we have just studied number one, what is the post for which we are applying, why we are interested, And from where did we get to know about the details of this vacancy? How we are going to start? This is with reference to your advertisement in the name of the newspaper, the Times of India. It has to be initial alphabet capital because it is a proper name. So this is with reference to your advertisement in the Times of India dated July 15, 20XX, for the post of flight attendant in Air Atlantic. I wish to apply for the same. So we have just mentioned that this is the source from where we got to know about this particular vacancy of flight attendant in Air Atlantic. They have advertised in a newspaper, Times of India or any newspaper. We have to specify the date also, right? Next, I am confident that my dynamic customer service and teamwork skills will make me a strong member of your crew. Right there in the first paragraph itself only, you have just hinted them that you are a right choice for them. Now we will take up the body, the second paragraph. In this, what we all things we are going to include, let us see. My extensive experience in the customer service industry has taught me the value of providing positive, individualized service to all the customers. As a restaurant host, I made sure to promote each guest's comfort and well being. So, this is what you are telling about your skills, your experience. As an award winning sales representative, I worked one to one with customers to ensure that all of their questions about products were answered and that each customer felt listened to it. You are showing once again your skills and you are showing your achievement as a sales representative, that you are an award winning sales representative, and this is what you have been doing perfectly till now. I would bring this positive energy and hospitality to my job as a flight attendant at Air Atlantic. So, this is what I am going to provide if selected. My experience and strength as a team player will also make me a strong crew member. As a host, I had to be in constant communication with the wait staff, the kitchen, and the management, and my positivity and clear communication skills help strengthen our team's efficiency and sense of community. So, by writing this thing, you are once again showing them that you are most willing to work as a team member. You are showing them that you know exactly what your work will be, what exactly is your responsibility in the office. When you are hired, you know that this is what you are required to do. You have to be in constant communication with these people, right? So you already know what is your job profile. It gives the employer an impression that you are not just randomly applying for a job. You have thoroughly studied, you have made your research, and you have actually got to know what needs to be done by you, what is expected from you, right? Now, after all these details, what we are specifying is I know I would be an integral part of the dynamic crew at Air Atlantic, that I am sure of it. Conclusion part, I would love the opportunity to speak with you about how my skills and experience would make me an asset to your flight crew. So you are just giving a groundwork for further contact. I will call you in a week to discuss how I can contribute to an Atlantic. And then you are thanking the person concerned for going through this particular letter and sparing his time. So thank you so much for your time and consideration. Sincerely, your signature and your name. It may be all capital or it may be initial alphabet capital, but needs to be put it in the brackets. Got it? Now this is what a cover letter is. Fine. Now let us try to relate a particular question from the exercise. In this question, what exactly was asked from us? Let us go through it. You are Mitali or Mitanshu Joshi, a resident of Green Park, New Delhi. You have recently come across an advertisement from NDTV. In newspaper's name is mentioned, the Hindustan Times, right? The employer is NDTV for the post of a senior journalist. You have to draft a resume along with a cover letter in response to the advertisement. So we have been provided all the information, our name, our address, our employer, newspaper name, and what exactly is the post for which we are applying. So let us see how we are going to apply it. In the cover letter, first of all, we'll be writing the sender's address, that is any non-specific address of Green Park, New Delhi, right? That is given Green Park, New Delhi. Then we'll write the date, any non-specific date, any that you can devise of. Receiver's designation. You are applying to NDTV HR sales. HR sales manager you can write. Receiver's address you can just invent. After that, you have written your subject, that is application for the post of senior journalist. Because it is mentioned senior journalist, you may write senior journalist rather than only journalist. Sir, the introduction part of your letter, this is with reference to your advertisement in the Hindustan Times. Initial letter capital of the newspaper name. Dated January 18, 2016, for the post of a journalist in your esteemed, in your reputed organization. I wish to apply for the same. So how I got to know? I got to know from an advertisement in the Hindustan Times dated January 18, 2016. Right? And I wish to apply for the same. To start with, all about yourself, how what type of person you are. I'm an outgoing, diligent, open to learning, and have an excellent command over English. Your skills, your quality, right? After completing my MA in English meritoriously, I worked with Curry Makers. It's a good brand as a content developer and was acclaimed for my persistent hard work and dedication. You are showing your achievements. I enjoy taking new challenges and have been delivering good results. This is what you have been doing. Next paragraph, my curriculum vitae or the resume and other necessary documents are attached herewith. Along with this letter, I am attaching all my necessary documents, of course, a copy of them. I assure you of my utmost sincerity and dedication if an opportunity is given to me. This is what you are trying to convince as to why they should hire you. I will be readily available for a personal interaction anytime as per your convenience in case my candidature is considered for the above aforesaid post. So I am willing to have a personal interaction if you feel convenient and if you feel me suitable for this job. I look forward to a positive reply. Yours sincerely, Mitali Joshi. So this is the cover letter that we have written. Now, very importantly, because we have specified that we are giving our resume, that is curriculum vitae, and we are giving a copy of the documents, that is our testimonials, we need to mention enclosure. Enclosure is what all we are enclosing along with this letter. So we are enclosing copy of testimonials and our resume. So let us see how exactly we need to write a resume. Quite simple one. Resume, our heading. On the left hand side, we are writing all things in all capital letters. The colons should be aligned. It should not be like this and then this and then this and then this. It looks very shabby, right? So you need to know on the left hand side what you are going to write. For example, name is a small word, permanent address is a big word, academic qualifications is the biggest. Accordingly, you need to just put on these colons. Clear? Name, whatever is given in the question and whatever you have write after sincerely ending the letter. Father's name, Dr. R.P. Joshi. Permanent address, you can write your address, right? Contact number, of course, you have to write in terms of XXX. Date of birth, you can relate as per the post, whatever date of birth you are writing. Date, month should be expanded. Nationality is Indian. Marital status, unmarried or married, you whatever you want to write. Now, academic qualifications. Now, there are two ways of writing the academic qualifications. One is you write the most recent qualification, that is in the reverse order, or you write in the normal sequence. And for this, we actually make a table. This type of table we are making. S number is 1, 2 and 3. Qualification will specify from which subjects or stream you have done your whatever qualification you have done, from which institute you have done it, board or university you need to specify, what was the year of passing and what is your percentage or division, right? So we have done the higher secondary through humanities from Loreto Convent, Bangalore. Board was CBSE in 2007, scoring 85% marks. After this, BA English Honours from St. Mary's College, Delhi University in 2010, first division. After BA, we completed MA English once again, St. Stephen's College, Delhi University in the year 2012, again in first division. So this is the qualifications. Clear? After that, we need to show our work experience. Again, in a table format, S number, which organization you were working with, what was your position over there, from, to. In some letters, it is reason for leaving also, that why you want to leave. So, if you are asked or if you are writing reason to leave, you may write for better growth prospects. Okay. So now S number is 1. The name of the organization is Tehelka, right? It's a magazine or a newspaper. Position held as a senior intern, and from July 2012 to January 2016 you worked there. Okay, this is the work experience you are showing. After that, for further few details, hobbies you can write any, interacting with people, reading novels, traveling, sports, anything. Languages known, S, more than two languages. It's not a single language you are writing. You can write any three: English, French, Hindi, or English, Hindi, German, right? Because you are applying for a post in a company in India itself, English, Hindi is must. Any one language else you can add up. References. Now these references, basically we provide the name of two people whom we are using as our references, that they know us, and if required these peoples may be contacted. These people can tell us about our ethical moral character. So we need to specify the names and who exactly they are. Miss Indu Malhotra, just a fictional name. CMO Bangalore, phone number in terms of XXX. Miss Shalini Malik, editor of the Tehelka magazine where we initially worked. phone number, this in terms of XXX. So this is our simple, straightforward resume, right? So this is our, what exactly we call it, a job application, inclusive of two parts. One is the cover letter and the another one is the resume. Clear? Let us see one more sample. You are Suresh or Smita. You come across the following advertisement in a national daily. Now this is a job advertisement, right? Let us see what exactly are the various details we need to relate if this type of question comes to us. Applications are invited for the post of nursery teacher. So this is the post for which we will be applying. In a reputed school of Delhi, the candidate must have at least 5 years experience of teaching tiny tots, the kids. So the minimum experience required is 5 years. We need to make sure that while we are writing our work experience, it should be greater than 5 years. Because if it is not, why we are applying? We are not experienced, because at least 5 years is required. The applicant must have a pleasing personality, one another trait asked by them. He or she should be creative and innovative. Another eligibility criteria: attractive salary, interested candidate should apply to. Now this is the designation of the person whom we need to apply, and this is the address: AKS International, Indirapuram, New Delhi. Within 10 days, with detailed resume. We have to provide resume also. So these are the various details we need to keep in mind while writing our job application. You consider yourself suitable and eligible for the post, so write an application in response to the advertisement and attach your resume. So you are able to get what exactly the advertisement says. Now let us respond to this advertisement. First of all, a cover letter, self address, right? Space, then the date, space, the principal. This what we have taken from the question itself. The principal, AKS International, Indirapuram, New Delhi. This is the part that we have taken from the question. Clear? After that, salutation, ma'am. Subject, application for the post of nursery teacher. First paragraph, introductory paragraph. This is with reference to your advertisement in The Hindu, dated June 22, 20XX, for the post of nursery teacher in your esteemed organization. I wish to apply for the same. Clear? Second paragraph, quite simple, relating and repeating the points again. I am an outgoing, diligent, and open to learning person. After completing BA honors in psychology meritoriously, I underwent the nursery teachers training, that is the NTT, from the prestigious Lakshmi Bai College in Delhi University. This is what you are telling them, that you have actually been through this nursery teacher training, and that too from a reputed college. Then you are trying to tell them your skills. I am a hard-working and honest person who is passionate about the noble vocation of teaching. You respect this profession, and I wish to make a difference in the lives of people through education. Okay, this is what your aspiration is. Now you are telling a bit of your experience. I worked for 6 years as a nursery teacher in the Indian public school Mehrauli and was acclaimed for my persistent hard work and dedication. Your experience as well as your achievement out there. This is all is going to convince your employer so to consider you, right? Then we'll be just making the conclusion and the complimentary close. I am enclosing my resume herewith for your reference. I shall be available for an interview on any day of your convenience. If selected, I assure you that I shall work with utmost devotion and sincerity to your full satisfaction. Complimentary close, hoping for a favorable response or looking forward to a favorable response. Yours sincerely, Smita Verma. Right? In yours, remember that there is no apostrophe S. It won't come. At times, students put this apostrophe S in yours. It is not actually permitted. Now, enclosures, what all you are enclosing, copy of your testimonials, and of course your resume. Fine. Now let us see the resume part. Starting, everything same. Name, Smita Verma. You need to write your father's name also. That is missing in this. You should add it. Permanent address, as we have written in the letter above. The contact number, we have written. Date of birth, specified. You can also write contact, and you can also write your email ID, right? So father's name and email ID, add these both in this particular resume. After that, we will be specifying our academic qualifications. Now here we are doing it in the reverse order. Okay, both are acceptable. There is no hard and fast rule, any criteria as to how it should be written. You could have done the other way around also, as we have done in the previous job application. Let us see. In a table format, we'll write the same thing: S number, qualification, subject or stream, from which institute, from which board or university, what was your year of passing, and what was your percentage or division. The most recent one, you have done entity that you have specified in the cover letter, from Lakshmi Bai College, Delhi University, in the year 2008 with 65% marks. Before that, you completed your BA Honours in Psychology with Humanities subject from St. Mary's College, Delhi University in 2006 in first division. You completed your higher secondary from Humanities stream from RD Public School, Ghaziabad. CBSE is the board, and 2003 was the year with 85% marks. And grade 10 you completed from RD Public School again, CBSE board, in 2001 with 88% marks, right? So you can all devise about the contents of this particular table. Fine. Now talking about your work experience, S number, organization, position held, from time to time. You worked with Indian Public School Mehrauli, you already mentioned above, as a nursery teacher, and you worked there from July 2008 to December 2014. You need to be very cautious that you have written that you have been working for 6 years. So make sure you do not contradict your own statement. It should be 6 years experience from 2008 to 2014. Got it? At times we are casual, and that is where we lack our marks. Okay. Now after writing your work experience, we'll be mentioning a bit of about other details like skills: excellent written and verbal communication skills, highly organized and efficient, ability to work independently or as part of a team, proven leadership skills, and ability to motivate. These are your skills, your abilities. Then hobbies: interacted with people, reading novels. Languages known: English, French, and Hindi. Clear? And after that, references. You are giving one reference here, Miss Anita Sekhri. Who is she? You need to specify the vice principal, Indian school, phone number in terms of XXX. So this is your resume. This is your job application. Got it? So this is how we write a job application in response to any advertisement which is given to us in the question. We need to first of all go through the advertisement very carefully. We need to take out all the relevant points which concern us, which we need to make sure that we are including in our job application. For example, going back to the advertisement again, here we mainly focused on what is the post for which we are applying, nursery teacher. Then what is the minimum experience required, 5 years. So that is why we put in there for 6 years, which should be more than 5 years, right? Because they want a creative and innovative person. That is why you highlighted your abilities and your skills. In the previous job application we saw, if you remember, we never included our skills. But here, why we are including our skills? Because this is the demand of the school authorities, right? Pleasant personality, creative, innovative, these are what exactly they have mentioned in the advertisement. And that is why we included our skills in this job application while writing our resume. Then we need to relate to whom we are writing the letter. What is the address of the addressee? So after going through the advertisement very carefully, taking out all the important things to consider, then you will write your cover letter, then you will write your job application and the resume accordingly, fulfilling all the details, all the criteria that was set by the authorities who have given this particular advertisement in the newspaper. Got it? So these are all the types of resume writing that we need to know. Once again, I would like to emphasize the fact that it never happens that only once we read all these things and we'll be able to learn them. No. Second thing, very important, you have read many samples, you have gone through many examples, solved ones. Go through all once again and try to relate the various points that are common, that may be used anywhere in any of the job application. Try to find out the similarities. What were the various things which were included in all the examples that we studied in the previous class and in this today's class? Note them down separately, because those things are used at every place, so you must include. Then you need to relate and compare the language, which language you find most suitable or which language you find more good, like better, that you may use, good for you to learn, because it is you who has to learn, no? So after doing it, then just keep these aside and go through whatever you have noted down again and again, so that you may retain all those sentences, all those points in your brain. Clear to all? So that is all for today's lecture. I hope you have all understood it, and as always, I really expect my students to go through these, because if you do them side by side, then in that case you always are in a better position. Clear? So we'll meet you in the next lecture with the next topic. Till then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being with me. Have a great time. Have a good day.